You're listening to Radio Chelsea, and we turn our attention now to commentary from Ethan Pettit of Ethan Pettit Gallery, Brooklyn, New York.
Art Radio Chelsea. I am Ethan Pettit. I run Ethan Pettit Gallery in Brooklyn. This is our first installment on the air. On this show, we will talk about abstraction, postmodernity, affirmative dialectics. We will talk about money, power, and cynical culture. And we will also talk about beauty and funny things. We will have guests on the air, and we'll take callers. Go to my website, Ethan Pettit Gallery, easy to Google, and you can find a supporting web page for this program, as well as a lot of other stuff that I have written. Right now, there's a lot going on in abstract painting. One of the artists in my gallery is Jan Holthoff from Dusseldorf, Germany. He has a group show in Germany now called Abstract Strategies, with artists from here and Europe. Just opened on Friday night. Jason Stopa is a critic at Art in America and the Brooklyn Rail and other magazines. And as we speak, he is moderating a seminar in Brooklyn right now called Subject Matter in Abstract Painting. And in addition to that, I found 3 or 4 other shows explicitly about abstraction. Just Google abstract painting. There's a lot out there, and it is happening now, not just in the 1950s. So what do we mean by abstraction? Very good question. We'll get to that. There is surely some tweaking and clarifying to be done on a definition of abstract painting. What does it mean? What has it meant? And so on. Is it a picture of something you don't know what it is? What's that? No, that. Whatever it is usually what is called non-objective painting. Abstraction is different. There has never been a rule against painting recognizable objects in abstract painting. That's been a fixture of the genre since Cubism. So we'll get to those things. That's mostly shop talk, and we'll let that come up in the course of natural conversation. I think abstract painting is getting into position to have an impact on the way art has been received and organized over the past 30 years. Remember, this is not big-ticket postmodernism we're talking about. Abstract painting is a large subgenre of the art world. I think it is going to take a while for this genre to sort itself out, to coalesce, to articulate some of its positions. And then I think we're going to see some structural changes, formal changes, in the ambit of art, if you like. And next week I'll deliver a more detailed explanation of why I think abstraction could affect a structural change in the scheme of art, what that means. And we'll look at postmodern theory, the relationship of postmodernism to painting, and the long development of abstract painting in resistance to postmodernism and also in harmony with postmodernism over the past decades. More on that next week. And now it is quiz time. What is, and this is a one-question quiz, what is the largest land art sculpture ever made? Think Robert Smithson. Think Spiral Jetty. Think Michael Heitzer. Think berms and cities in the Mojave Desert. The largest land art sculpture ever made. It is, of course, gentrification. Artists make it happen, and then they get priced out. Is there an argument to be made, I ask, that gentrification fulfills the ulterior motive of the historical avant-garde of the last century? I think there is a sense in which gentrification represents the transmission of the bohemian lifestyle into civic life on a large scale. I like to say, in the old days, it used to be that the avant-garde artists made dangerous ideas available to the bourgeoisie. Well, today, avant-garde artists make dangerous neighborhoods available to the bourgeoisie. And the bourgeoisie is no longer content just to buy your paintings. They want your loft, too. They want your whole romantic lifestyle. Moreover, they want it without the risk and without the sacrifice. So yes, in conclusion, I think there is a sense in which gentrification completes the project of the avant-garde. The historical avant-garde, the one from the last century, the one in all the art history books. This is a powerful subculture. It is intensely stimulating and seductive. Believe, therefore, at your peril, I say, that such a thing just ends, or that it merely gets funneled into blockbuster museums and gets assimilated by the institutions of art. In other words, that we can control developments in our own history institutionally. And that something like the historical avant-garde has no further development, no further sociological development, that it will have no ramifications in further strata of society after it has burnt out whatever strata it was working on in the last century. That, I think, is a topic for gentrification. Art and gentrification, abstraction, postmodernism. More to come next week. This is Ethan Pettit signing off from Art Radio Chelsea. And for you who are so kind as to lend me your ear, please don't cut it off. Bye now.
Art Radio Chelsea with Ethan Pettit.